Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I'm Dr. Gena Henderson. STEM students, this morning I want to talk to you about signs of a genius. What is a genius? And how do you become a genius? Um, well, what I do is I tell people all the time, um, the signs of a genius is one who's particular about some things and they don't mind doing the extra work to include other things. So they have a very investigative research nature about themselves. Um, they're always looking to see how their work uh, combines or is influenced by others. They're also interested too in other professionals who can make a contribution to their work. So they'll go out, they'll research contribution that has actually been done in their field as well as the interaction of other fields. And they basically focus on collaborating or they come up with creations or ideations of what needs to be done for innovation. So just with all of that said, as a student, how do you become a genius? I think when you go to college and you look into something very extensive, a very extensive phenomenon about whatever your field of interest is. When you go a step deeper and you are actually taking the next steps to go into the master's program where you're doing research and then you carry it on to a PhD, there's a lot of contributions that you have to make. There's a lot of papers that you have to write to be on top of your game. And so, with that being said, you influence research through your contributions. And with that comes this genius title where you become the person who very distinguished in your field. And so I wanted to discuss genius this morning because most of the time when we think of genius as just regular people, we always say, oh, you could tell a genius, they're left-handed, or you can tell a genius by looking at their desk. And so I'm going to go through my office this morning. I feel that I work with several geniuses. And so I'm going to let you look at their desk and you're going to decide or tell me this. I'll show you. These are the signs of a genius, okay? So I'm almost to my office. So who desk do you think this is? Wow, this one belongs to me. So this is my office, and you can see I dibble and dabble in everything. So my desk is always like filled with paper. I clean it out twice a year. Okay, so this is the desk of another one, but it's fairly clean, huh? So
You need more light. That's just
yes, but all of his stuff is in these boxes
I am
right
deeply
here.
tucked away
Yeah.
for the next move.
So right, which is never gonna come. He's unpacked
The next
really.
reorg.
And the last genius office on the scene. See how his office
Getting
looks?
all my mess.
Yeah.
Don't get my mess.
Well, that's what they say. That's. So as I conclude, those are the signs of a genius, and their offices all look different, right? Some were clean geniuses, but those were three of the prominent geniuses I have in my office. Okay, so I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. If there's any infomercials that you missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, Going to Work with Gena.